What's going on, you guys? Jay here and welcome back to the channel. As always, guys, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We have finally got our first queue in regards to the LFG assets and the beginning of our timeline that we spoke about here previously on the channel. I said we would need to wait for Orbit Labs to get their chain upgrade ready, rocked, locked, and loaded, and then eventually seeing that developed, deployed, and pushed out. Now we are falling into that timeline. We're going to be talking about the LFG assets, but first, let's talk about the all-important Orbit Labs update that is coming up. And I'm going to try crunch this down as best as I can for you guys and try to simplify it, because this is very, very bullish for our entire ecosystem. Because essentially, in short, what you're going to be doing is bringing our blockchain into better alignment with the broader Cosmos ecosystem. So reading out here from Orbit Labs, hello LUNC community, we have just gotten back from the Lunar New Year holiday and we're currently working on patching the WASM MVM and the Comet BFT, and we will include that in the first part of the unfork proposal. A software upgrade proposal is expecting to happen in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Thank you for your continued support and engagement with the LUNC ecosystem. Stay tuned. So like I said, for us, this is a very important moment because, again, we've got to do this burn proposal in regards to the LFG funds all around Orbit Labs and their upgrade. In fact, we're going to need to do it directly afterwards. That's what I'm aiming for. Now, like I was saying, when it comes down to the broader Cosmos, for example, it's not easy for you guys to understand. So the best thing for me to do is actually get up the map of zones. And what this shows me is the entire Cosmos talking to one another, all of these different chains intercommunicating, and we're able to see that in a very visually receptive way. So I can zoom in, we can see Osmosis, we can see Akash, we can see Axelar. We've got all the important ones there in the middle. Now we are just out here on the outside, as you can see, and what I can do is I can click on our chain and I can see just how many chains we can communicate with. It's a significant amount, don't get me wrong, but it could be a lot more. And that's essentially what this deforking situation is all about, bringing us back into alignment with the broader Cosmos ecosystem. So as complex as this proposal is and the deforking is, it has one intended purpose, and that is to better align us with the broader Cosmos ecosystem. So Orbit Labs proposed to remove the forked Cosmos modules from the Terra Classic network to replace them with the standard upstream modules. This is all, like I said, being aimed at reducing the maintenance costs, enhancing security, and really ensuring, like I said, Terra Classic remains competitive and aligned with the broader Cosmos ecosystem. So there's so many bullish things to be had when it comes to this chain upgrade. Now, the community themselves were very, very outspoken about this, and it was in text proposal 12142, I want to say. If I've got that right, it's absolutely schnuts. But it's received overwhelming support from you guys, from validators. It was around the 99% mark, I want to say, from delegates and validators across board. What does this indicate? Well, strong community feedback for these changes. So there's going to be two phases, as they've explained there. You've got phase one, which is going to be focusing on updating the consensus engine and the Cosmos SDK to align with the current security features and innovations of the Cosmos ecosystem. And then phase two involves upgrading the WASM contract system to ensure compatibility with the existing smart contracts and really minimizing any disruption during that migration process. It's such an important aspect that this thing goes down in a very well lubricated manner. I say this every time, it's not worth doing an upgrade if that upgrade isn't going to really like be on par. It's not going to do what it should do, and in fact it's going to cause more problems. So with all of this, right, what are the expected outcomes? Well, you're looking at cost reduction by eliminating the need to maintain these silly forked modules. The operational costs are going to decrease. You've got those security enhancements with the updates directly from the Cosmos. The risk of missing crucial security patches, for example, is going to be reduced. And again, I'm just trying to simplify this for you guys. Ecosystem alignment, I can't stress that enough. We need better integration with Cosmos, if we want to create an environment that everybody wants to be attracted to, then we need to make it easy for them to come over. And again, aligning with the broader Cosmos is going to do that. It's going to increase the network's functionality and overall appeal. Now, you're probably thinking, what's the market impact? There's speculation out there that these technical improvements, right, alongside all of the other community initiatives with the burns, it could possibly impact the LUNC price in a positive way. But the crypto market, again, we need to understand, is volatile. It's not looking great at the moment. So if there's not an instant positive reaction, don't panic. Just understand that this is all part of the process of revitalizing a blockchain. And if you're upset about that, you should probably move on to a blockchain that doesn't need to be revitalized from the ground up. So looking at these latest updates and the first phase of the forked module removal, it's been completed on the testnet from what I understand, and this is why they're now going ahead for a scheduled mainnet upgrade, which will obviously, as I've explained, be coordinated with CEX's 3 weeks in advance. So although these guys have been on holiday, right, they've clearly been working at the same time. This is what you want to see from a development team, and Orbit Labs, from my perspective, are beginning to tick all of the boxes. They're not trying to be an influencer. They're not trying to control the narrative. They're simply just wanting to develop, get paid, do the job, and ensure the chain gets everything that it needs. Now, let's talk about the LFG reserves. Guys, I'm going to be putting up a text proposal today, which you can all vote on. Your validators will be able to vote on, and this is going to be the decider. If the validators support the sentiment proposal and they agree to it, we will know that a chain upgrade would go through. We can coordinate it with the CEXs and cross the T's, dot the I's. The 1.86 billion USTC and the 222 million Lunar Classic coins would in fact burn. But this sentiment proposal is going to be the decider, and you need to ask yourself, is your validator going to vote yes? Are they going to take the 5 minutes to put the legal document into Grok and ask Grok what it thinks, or ask ChatGPT what it thinks? From my perspective, it's quite clear. We've gone through this in many different videos now, and we're just at a crossroads where we're either going to burn these assets, validators are going to do what they're supposed to do and actually educate themselves and then make an informed decision and burn these assets, or are we going to hit a road like a speed bump? Are we going to hit one of these hurdles and then figure out what we're going to do next? Because honestly, at this point in time, blacklisting, it's no different to where they are now. We would cause a lot of technical work to blacklist assets that nobody has the keys to anyway. So essentially, a blacklisting would be a waste of time, a waste of resources, and a waste of energy on it, period. So it's a situation where you're going to want to see your validator really support something like this. It's quite clear what we need to do. But yeah, a big cheer for Orbit Labs. Glad to see them back. Glad to see 2025 getting going with the deforking of all of these modules, bringing us into alignment. It's very bullish, and it makes me very positive that I'm going to be releasing Project Remedy during a time when the chain really needs a narrative. It needs something to stick to, and it needs to give a reason for people to actually go out, buy the Lunar Classic coins, trade the Lunar Classic coins, swap them, send them, whatever. This is what Project Remedy is all about. So I hope that all of this burning, all of the deforking, and as we walk towards that, it's all going to act like propellant. We've also got those other 8 wallets we can go in and burn in the meantime. So again, it's all about 2025 Lunar Classic and the idea that we are going to pump this year. It's going to be a different year for us. And although we might not align with the market, we could see us leading the market. And that's just my perspective. And hey, imagine if someone does, in fact, I don't know, repegs USTC, considering 40-ish% of the supply would have been burned on top of the already 30-ish%. It's all becoming very crazy and all in the realms of reality. But yeah, guys, all I've got for you today, 3 videos. Stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao!